Hi everyone! In this video I will show you how to crochet such a rose. Woo. For the beginning I'm using a light pink acrylic yarn and a 3.5 millimeter hook with a small head. To start we will need a slip knot. And to make a slip knot you have to do a circle and put the yarn under this circle. Wait, I will do it a little bit slower. So you have this circle and you put the yarn under this circle. You pull this yarn which was under up, insert your hook and tighten it. So this was a slip knot. The next step will be doing chains, and we need 50. So to do a chain, yarn over and pull this through your loop. So this was the first chain. Yarn over and pull it through the loop. So you need 50 chains. So this is how your chain should look like after 50 chains. And now I will show you the next steps. So first, count 3 stitches from your hook. So 1, 2, and 3. And in this third stitch we will do a double crochet. To double crochet, yarn over and put your hook into the third stitch, yarn over again and pull the yarn through this stitch, so you have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over again and pull the yarn through the first 2 loops. You have 2 loops left. Yarn over again and pull the yarn through the last 2 loops. So this was a double crochet. Chain 1, and now we have to do 2 more double crochets in the same stitch. So yarn over, put the hook into the same stitch, pull the yarn through, you have 3 loops, pull the yarn through 2, and pull the yarn through 2. So this was a double crochet and 1 more. So now we skip 1 stitch and we crochet 2 double crochets in the second stitch. And into the same stitch the second. Chain 1. And the next 2 double crochets in the same stitch. So skip 1 stitch and crochet 2 double crochets into the second. Chain 1 and crochet 2 double crochets into the same stitch. So you have to repeat this until you finish your chain, and the last stitch will be also a double crochet. So skip one stitch, crochet 2 double crochets into the next, chain 1 and 2 double crochet into the same, and so you continue this. And it should look like this. So this is how it looks like if you finish your work. I changed at this place the color, but you don't have to do this. You can still work with your first color you used. And the next step will be to turn your work. And you can see here, these are the chains we made between the double crochets. Here's also the chain 1, and you have here the chain 1, and here is also a chain 1 between these 2 double crochets, and we will work into these spaces. So turn your work when you finish it, and the next step we will be doing only once, because we turn our work. So we put our hook in this space, yarn over and pull the yarn through this and through this. So this is a slip stitch. So I didn't put the hook into the stitch, but under. So this is the space between the 2 double crochets. Actually we have here 3, because this was the last stitch on the chain, but all the others have each 2, left and right. And the next step will be to chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and this will count as a double crochet. And now we have to do 8 more double crochets in this space between the double crochets. This is 1. This is the second, the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7 and 8. So we have 8 double crochets and a chain of 3, so it makes 9 double crochets. And here we will search for the next space. So this is the space between the 2 double crochets, and here we will work 9 double crochets. So I'm going under this chain 1, and I will work 9 double crochets in here. And you should do this until the end. So in each space between the 2 double crochets you do 9 double crochets, and it should look like this at each space. This is how it looks like after the second row, and here is the last loop. I pull out the hook, and you have to cut off enough yarn to sew your rows together. And the last stitch you have to tighten it so that you put the yarn through this loop, and then you pull this really tighten, and then you can sew the flower with this yarn. So here is this, okay, I call it fabric, or I don't know, and these ends I already cut, but you don't have to do it if you need them to put the rose something else or to sew it on something. And now you have to, how do you call it, to curl or to form this fabric to a rose. And to do this, you roll it like this. You can have a closer look. So you roll it in this direction, and you have to look that you always roll it around here, that you have to roll it around, that you always see each ending of the fabric. So this ending should be on top, because you have to sew them afterwards. And it's like a spiral. So, and if you put it in this way, and you can have a look, and it already looks like a rose. And the last step will be to sew this spiral to a rose. And here I have the end of the yarn and the needle, and I put the yarn through. And so now you can sew this together. So it is good that you can see all these endings, and you put the needle in here, so you can pick up all these endings here together. And you sew this across, so in this direction, and so, and here, and so often as you like, and you pull this yarn through. And if you finished your stitches, make so many as you like, then you do a slip knot. You can do it somewhere here. Also with the hands, it doesn't matter how or in which way you do it, it should be tight and shouldn't get loosened or something like this. And yeah, you will have a nice rose, and you can sew it on something else, or you have a flower where you can put it.